We begin tonight with breaking news. A late fall storm blows through, spawning at least 2 tornadoes. A live picture from News Chopper 12 is what you're seeing right here. Damage in Union Grove. An incredible amount of damage, really. And you can see the large emergency response there.
It's the calamity after the storm. In this case, the turmoil of all the tornado watches and warnings that we've had all afternoon are about to expire. We Energies is reporting roughly 3,000 customers without power, and that is, of course, in that Union Grove area.
And we have a team of reporters and meteorologists covering the storm. Let's go to 12 News' Shelby Croft, who is live in the area where the tornadoes hit. Shelby?
You know, we are right in the area, the hard-hit area right here. I want you to take a look behind me. This is just one tree that's of several that are down here. We are at the corner of 15th and Main Street here in Union Grove. As you can see, a number of emergency responders here. I mean, we're seeing people from Pleasant Prairie, Bristol. There's Burlington Rescue pulling up right now. Quite the situation here. Now, we shot some video when we first got here, and I'd like you to roll that right now so that we can take a look at what we're seeing here. There's a street sign down, and you can see that says 16th and Main. It is a block away from 16th and Main. It's sitting at 16th and Main right now. We also saw an enormous tree that came down on some power lines, and we understand that that has knocked out power to a number of homes and businesses in this area. We've also seen signs down, and as I mentioned, a number of officers in this area. We talked to some people when we first got here, and they said it was a really loud noise. What you generally hear people say when they do hear a tornado, they said it sounded like a really loud noise. They came out, and it was almost like it kind of skimmed the top of things here. We're seeing a lot of the tops of trees down. Some roofs, we understand, are down around here. We're seeing insulation from roofs around on the ground. So as we understand it, it seems like a tornado did hit in this area, and there's quite a bit of damage. We'll continue to gather information and talk to more people and bring you more as we get it. We are live in Union Grove. Shelby Croft, WISN 12 News.
All right, thanks a lot, Shelby. One thing that we have is News Chopper 12 able to fly over the scene. And Matt, you are right in the thick of that there.
That's exactly right, Kathy. We're just a little bit down the road, a little bit down Highway 11 from where Shelby is standing right now. This is exactly as she was describing. You can see roofing materials being cleared right now from the neighborhood street, insulation and parts of roofs, and they're clearing this roadway so they can get We Energies crews in here because there's also a couple of down trees and a couple of down power lines. We've seen that repeated again across the area here in the Union Grove area. There's an area up on the northwest side of town, and then again right in the heart of town where Shelby was standing at Highway 11 and Highway 45. We're continuing to bounce around. We've also been over to the freeway, and we've got some video back in-house there that you guys can share of some of those semis down near Highway 20 and I-94. We'll continue to look and to canvass the area, and we'll bring you all the new stuff that we find. Back to you guys.
Busy night for emergency crews tonight.
All right, thanks, Matt. The first report of a tornado came in Walworth County in the town of Walworth. That's where 12 News' Jason Newton joins us live with a look at the damage there.
Hi guys, and there are about 2 or 3 different areas that are hit the most. We're the one that were most easily accessible. Let me just show you the fence that's around Kelly Elliott's yard. This is a piece of it that was blown apart. Pieces like this are scattered all across his property. If you look behind us, this is where he kept about 2 horses and a donkey, he says. And that barn right there, the roof of it totally torn off. That's directly ahead of us. If we move a little bit further left, you can see the lights that were brought in for him to look at his home. He says the house is fine. But a little later, we'll show you some video of how the trees just scattered around there are just all like they just fell around like dominoes around the house. He says of all the trees, there are only 2 that are left standing nearby. His wife was outside putting the horses into the barn when she heard about all the noise and all the wind and all the rain. She says it was a driving rain for her. Not far from here, about 2 minutes away, it's all blocked off with We Energies, police crews, fire crews, where we hear that 2 homes may have been affected in that area. Soon from now, we'll go talk to police and fire and the mayor or the leader of the town to talk to us a little bit about the damage that they're seeing. Their issue right now with doing a press conference is that they have no power in that area. So they're bringing in a mobile command center so that we'll be able to go in, talk to them a little bit about what they've seen and experienced throughout today and what it's going to mean going forward as we approach the Thanksgiving holiday for folks in this area. Reporting live in Walworth County, Jason Newton, WISN 12 News.
All right, thanks a lot, Jason. We're also going to take a look at what kind of havoc it caused on the highways as well. The storm caused some big problems on the roads. The high winds overturned a semi on southbound I-94 at Highway 20 in Racine County. It blocked the left lane for quite some time, causing a big backup. A few feet away on the frontage road, another semi flipped, blocking traffic on that route. So it has been a nightmare out there.
And of course, these storms brought heavy rains, which also triggered flooding. 12 News crews captured this scene from 20th and College on Milwaukee's south side. Cars still drove through. College Avenue was down to one lane at one point, but police quickly worked to clear the debris there.